And his passage and the peace around it, as I said, gave us the confidence. We were able to insist with our pediatrician that they support those decisions, that they get involved in the pain management. He brought the head of pain management of Children's into our lives 2 weeks before Cameron died, after we knew that the next pneumonia was going to be her last one. She had sent very strong signals to us when we meditated with her that she was ready to go. And we knew that the next pneumonia we were going to let it take its course because she didn't want to come back from another pneumonia. But we had that learning from Eli layered over with an insistence that the medical people who were in charge of pediatric pain management support us and help us, which they did. We were at home the whole time, as you guys were. And her death was different. She came and went a few times. That part was difficult, but we created a space where ultimately we knew we were giving her passage, and we were keeping her comfortable, and that's all that we could do.
Right.
You know? And
well, no, she also chose her moment. She just needed to see her sister.
She chose her moment because in her last day, all of you had come with two of our very best friends in the world, and I remember 2 specific moments. We felt, and our journey was slightly different in that Taylor was older. And in fact, the reason we had a counselor in our lives was because we were worried about helping Taylor, who was 2, and how do we help her through this? That became a road counselor for us. But you know, I remember 2 specific things about her last day that have to do with our bond and the first was we were worried about Taylor and making sure that she felt supported and loved in this terrifying passage. Potentially terrifying, not necessarily. And I remember looking out Cameron's window on her last day, and you were sitting in a circle in the sunshine with Taylor and Noah, and Deirdre, and Blake's siblings, and there was a circle of loving adults with Taylor playing a game where you sang and passed a flower around, and she was happy in the sunshine.
No, it was a storytelling game where you each say a sentence and tell the story.
But I saw the circle and I thought, this child is incredibly loved. I felt Cameron and I was holding her, we were looking out, we felt involved in the circle. And that was very powerful about the network supporting our whole family, including our other child. We thought she wouldn't want to be there, so we asked you guys to take her for the evening because we thought Cameron was going to die. And she didn't die until Taylor came back into the house. Taylor had not really frequented or chosen to come into Cameron's room. I thought she would turn and go into her room. She went the other way around me into Cameron's room and said, "Good night, Cameron, I love you." And then Cameron died 20 minutes later. And so for her, she needed to wait and say goodbye to Taylor. All of that was built around everything that we learned together.